Hey guys, Justin with Ready Business Systems. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about the word redundancy. So redundancy you hear about a lot with computers and stuff like that. They make sure that everything's redundant, so if one system fails, you still have another system, so it doesn't fall apart. When you don't have redundancy, if that one system breaks down, then your whole system fails. So on that note, this definitely applies to a business. So in the very beginning, you're going to have just yourself. And if you fail, well, the whole company is going to fall apart because you are the company. Moving forward, you may have an employee. Typically, you may have the guy that's in charge, the foreman, for example, and then the guys that work under them. So if you have a foreman and two guys working under them, well, guess what? You have redundancy on your labor help. So if one of the guys under him doesn't work out, or he gets hurt, etc., you still have the other guys. You have redundancy. However, if your foreman gets hurt, you're out of foreman and you're screwed. So in order to exit your company, you need to have redundancy. Otherwise, you'll always be dragged in. So the first thing you're going to have redundant is your field workers. After that, you're probably going to have enough foremen. Once you have 3 or more foremen, you can kind of cover. So if you have 2 foremen, one guy falls out, you can kind of get by with 2. It's stressful, but you can get by. Moving on from that, office personnel. If you have one office personnel, you're vulnerable. Again, they have leverage because they know you don't have redundancy, and they know that you're kind of screwed if they leave, and they have a lot of leverage. So by having redundancy, if you have 2 office people, well, if one quits, it doesn't really matter, you got the other one. Same falls for a manager if you have managers. So that just keeps going up and up. And in order for you to safely exit your business, you need to have redundancy on both. I currently only have one manager, and even though he's rock solid, God forbid something were to happen to him, I would be scrambling. He has guys that he's training beneath him, but I'd be scrambling to reassemble things. So I'm fortunate that I'm not in that situation. But my goal is to get redundancy on that level, grow the company to that size, so I have redundancy everywhere, and that's not ever going to be a situation where I would ever get dragged back in, and that's what I'm still working toward. So just keep that in mind when you're building your company. Make sure that you have redundancy, so in case something were to happen, you always have a backup plan. That doesn't necessarily have to be employees. So for example, if you have one mechanic, your backup plan, your redundancy can always be hiring, sending it to an outside repair service. So the more redundancy you have, the bigger you grow your company, the less stress you're going to have because the more fallbacks you have. So anyway, keep that in mind for other ideas. Check out the other YouTube videos. Check out my website, readybusinesssystems.com. Catch you guys next time.